1, 0.
Fuck ShowBizz. I might. Come on. All right.
Show to the bizzle, S to the BA for shizzle my nizzle and get dribbled by Gervonta. Abdul had the braids on the turban and they had grease on them. Plus if they were short then he could have worked with them. Bob and weed, boy Roach wasn't hurting them. Bro was a hustler, outworking them. Show to the bizzle, S to the BA for Sheezy and easy referee went Stevie. Bro start to count then no, went Stevie. 4 put the towel on bro, still Stevie. Roach said they robbed me, the draw overturned to win. But somehow Tank beat those charges like Rocky. Show to the bizzle, S to the BA. Not guilty, they cannot appeal, he's not real to me. This my championship, a knockdown. Show the proof, son of a bitch. For shizzle my nizzle and get dribbled by Gervonta. Roach can jab him, keep your damn hands up. Not guilty, hair was too greasy. Roach can jab him, keep your damn hands up. Show is back, boxing, told through rap. Y'all acting like I told you cap, like y'all exposed show. No, Roach did that, so hopefully you don't have to go through that. But this isn't cap, Roach ain't that. When they run it back and Tank don't run to corner, back in the lab, hungry like a hippo. Starting out simple, back surrounded by his people. Me with the new post, after being exposed and Roach going off. All because they fought to a draw. So you know I've seen it all before. I've seen Haney deflate just for Osterine's sake. Cause Ryan he failed, then I got the hate. Now we need a rematch, Lamont, Roach and Tank. Show to the bizzle, S to the BA. Rematch Roach KO'd in 2 by Gervonta.
It's a joke, man. Loosen up and enjoy it.
Yeah, yes, up off. But hey, hold on. Hey, y'all know what day it is. Y'all know what day? Yeah. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. What's up, my people? This is ShowBizz, don't. All right, man. Look at who we have here. Let me see who we have up in here. He said, what up, War Room? Bless up, Biz. Let's go. What's up with you? Who else we got? Hold on. KP843. What's going on with you? Whoops. All right, man. Lord, first one, say this. Everybody, welcome to the Taco Tuesday. If you haven't done it, please close out the chat, hit the like, and give it up.
Bring on this with a laugh and do the cabbage patch. Kiss a pretty lady and then sign some autographs. The burn young man can shaboing boing.
Hit the like bell. Yeah, wait, I haven't seen y'all since the 4th, right? I haven't been live since, oh, Lord. Hold on, wait. Before we get started, ladies. Baby, you should let me in. You deserve no, you deserve baby. Oh, hit the title bell. Baby. Face it. Hey, hold on. I know we want to get started, but hold on, fellas.
Yeah, put it simply in here. I like surprises. I came here for prizes. Big booty and thighs is promising my guys is how I could get inside this. Stupid, I realize this, but there's so much I wanna know about you, but I don't really wanna know. That's what they say. You make it too hard for a nigga. I got you, but I got the time. Let's make it work.
It's nice, man. Hey, hold on. Wait a minute. My brother, hold on. Yo, Unc, that brother told you straight up, we outside.
What do you think can happen when you're outside? You can lose a fight, see a chick, have a con with that vibe. You can ride a bike, see a nigga, and ask him if he's alright.
Who's that rapping? That's the Biz. That's the Biz. That's me. And wait a minute. All right, man. For this Taco Tuesday, let's go ahead and squad up. Squad up. Let's go. That's my brother Hall's Jolly Ranch. Hit the nice man. All right, man. I got a show for you guys today. Not sure how long it's going to be. All right, but every time I say that, you guys tend to extend the show. Not too much is going on in the boxing world, but you do have what Derrick James had to say about the Spence stuff, and there's some stuff that I do want to cover that I didn't quite cover on my video. What was that? Yesterday. Hit the Tyson bell. Ryan Garcia had a response to DAZN that I thought was extremely funny. DAZN, Gervonta Tank Davis, and Gervonta not fighting till 2027, shit like that. I think we got to look at that. Whatever. It's a Tyson bell. It's a Taco Tuesday. But how y'all doing? How the hell y'all been doing, man? How was y'all fourth? Did y'all have a good fourth? I know y'all like get to it. Please stop the Mason and Sugar Ray comparisons. Yeah, I know there was a lot of you guys who were very like, hold on. There was a lot of you guys.
I'm moist. Call and response, I said I'm moist. I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist. I'm moist.
Yes, I am raining all over me. I'm exfoliated. Hit the Tyson bell. Okay, so there were a few of you guys. Hold on real quick right here. Please stop the Mason and Sugar Ray comparison. Okay. Why? Just hold fast. I think we need to know what I'm comparing. I think that's the thing. I think people get hypersensitive and kind of overreach what I'm saying. Let me exfoliate. Sweet Christ. I know, but you got to help people along the way, because your first reaction nowadays, especially on social media, is emotional. Then once you help them along the way, 100% of the time they say, okay, I feel you, Biz. I know you. I was saying that the whole time, but their first reaction isn't to hear be logical, it's to be emotional. That's the black douche. I've known this, so I'm gonna take my time. Abdullah Mason, young, babyface, athletic, charisma, has a huge amount of potential. And I'm only comparing the babyface, the youth. I think like Sugar Ray Leonard, he could be somebody that you could put a Pepsi can in his hand, right? We need more, honestly. We need more superstars in boxing. And I'm from a time where when you saw somebody like that, got the Rasmadaz, he can also knock you out. He can box, do backflips in the ring and stuff like Gervonta. But Gervonta has America scared. Gervonta got the tattoos and it's, but this kid, just by naturally, this kid seems to be somebody that you can put on a commercial quicker. It's kind of like when you saw Hagler and Sugar Ray Leonard. Hagler, they just didn't feel until later. But Sugar was an easy part, came from the Olympics. It was an easy thing. Oscar De La Hoya, right? But you saw Vargas, it was kind of like, hey, whoa. You get what I'm saying? So it's one of those things. So I'm just saying a guy like him, young, you can look at this guy like a Sugar Ray Leonard, right? And eat correct. That it ain't much. The other thing that I was comparing wasn't that he is Sugar Ray Leonard, that he's him. No, I was just comparing the fact that Abdullah Mason fought a guy who was over 6 feet, 6'2", in a weight division where that's strange, right? So when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Hearns, he was a tall guy. You get what I'm saying? Great right hand, and was outboxing Sugar Ray Leonard the way Bell was outboxing Abdullah Mason. And I knew Abdullah would have to take the fight to him. No one expected, when it came to Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard, no one expected Sugar Ray Leonard to become a slugger. When he was getting outboxed, you don't go slugging the greatest right hand ever in Tommy Hearns, but he did, and he stopped him that way. I'm just talking about the mentality, and I tried to say that in the video. My man got a little moist, squeezed it, so he didn't hear it. But in the video, I was saying they're not the same. Bell is definitely not Tommy Hearns. I'm just saying the mentality. I like that mentality. You can compare that mentality to anyone who switched their style to make it work out for them. You can compare it to Bud Crawford when they told Bud Crawford, just like, you're blowing it, son, you're blowing it, to Sugar Ray Leonard. They said, hey, man, you're down. Then Bud Crawford turned it up, switched up, and then dropped Sean Porter twice. So whatever you feel would make you feel better with I'm just trying to compare, right? I'm just trying to, you know what I mean, use a point of reference so you can say, oh, that happened before, and that is a sign of greatness. That's all. But it hurts people's feelings. So you know what I mean? So you gotta, all this explaining, I don't have to do with most of y'all, to be honest. Sugar boots. All right, let me see. Most of y'all got it with common sense. Ray Leonard got hit a lot before the Rand fights. He became complete after the rematch. He was entertaining because he brought I see it in Mason. Sugar Ray Leonard got hit a lot more. And then after the Duran fight, he switched. Maybe he had no respect for the guys he was fighting until Duran, you know. But I recall seeing Sugar Ray Leonard fights, not in person, I'm just saying through video, before Duran, where he's like sticking his head out. He's doing a lot of things to make you miss. Let me see. Mason versus Schofield equals Sugar Ray versus Henry Armstrong. I can see. I actually get that. Let me see. Abdullah, the algorithm, Mason. Love you, boy. But it bothers people a bit much. So, you know what I mean? Hit the Tyson bell. Okay. We got 800 people in here. Let's start. Let's get started. But let me see. Dang. So Bell was really a boogeyman then. I don't know how you got that from what I said. I don't know if he was a boogeyman. I mean, was his best op. I'm not sure if he stepped up against Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason stopped. You know who it reminds me of? Let me see. Not a boogeyman, but Quentin Randall. Let's use Quentin Randall. How he got a mad amount of respect in sparring, but he's not a big enough name to where you'll fight. You get what I'm saying? Where you'll fight him. Your boy is like that. What's his name? Oh, God. Oh, my God. Keyshawn just he beat him twice. What's his name again? And he got robbed against Frank Martin. How did I forget his name? What's his name again? What's his name? Like Tiger Johnson. Oh, I don't see it like Tiger Johnson. Albright. Like Albright. Albright, everyone knows Albright. The work that he's put in and all that. Everyone knows. But as far as the people, do you fight Albright? Right? I mean, you're trying to get to the bag or whatever. Maybe Albright can get some wins in to make you, you know what I mean? So with Bell, nobody still was going to fight. But it was kind of like, I mean, he got to get some significant wins in. He got to get that stardom a little bit. I mean, that's how you would think. Like, okay, do you fight somebody like Bell? Somebody else did that. Somebody fought a guy who made them look weird, like Karen and Boots. Nah, that's a little bit different because Karen was actually he was ranked. But I'm just saying, you'll fight a guy who makes shit look awkward for you, right? Like the Drunken Master and Floyd Mayweather. It's like, shit, is Floyd really that good? It didn't really help Floyd either way. Let me see. I see what happens if Mason boxes Shakur, though. I like to see it, but I think it'll end up like the T.O. fight. I do too. A boxing shutout. Yeah, you could tell Abdullah still need a little bit more room to grow before a Shakur hit Tyson Bell. All right. Okay, that's the two sugars. That all right, I know people get hurt. All right, never mind. So anyway, let's talk. Madrimov, Bud. You get you get what I'm saying? It fooled me. I'm sitting here like Crawford versus Madrimov 154. How the hell does he beat Canelo? Right? But
just awkward for Bud. Let me see. Okay. What's the word, Biz? All right, let's talk. Two sugars literally there. But Shakur ducked bail. Hey, listen, before you put that on anybody, let me know everything that happened. I did see the tweet, and Shakur was like, no, I didn't. You know what I mean? Duck. How do you duck bail? How do you duck bail? You yourself didn't know who the hell Bell was until Mason knocked him out. Not to laugh at Bell's dope. You know, Mason broke his nose and everything. You ain't know who he was. And all of a sudden, you know, that's what y'all do. Y'all hear somebody new, and then y'all like, oh, I know the history of the thing with the thing. I ain't heard y'all say Shakur ducked Bell ever. After the fight, hit the Tyson Bell. Let me see. Well, don't know what the hell is going on. Oh, let me see. Maria, happy Taco Tuesday to the War Room and family. Love you, girl. Sugar is a mentality. I need my War Room family to realize that. Let's compare fighters to their potential, not just other fighters. Yeah, okay, this is the last thing I'm going to say about that. The last thing I'm going to say about that is Sugar Ray Leonard was named Sugar in the Olympics. And I'm pretty sure a bunch of people was like, that ain't no Sugar Ray Robinson. He ain't no Sugar Ray Robinson. Leonard asked Sugar Ray Robinson for the blessing to be called a sugar. And Sugar Ray Robinson was like, yeah. You know what I mean? I mean, they were calling Sugar Shane Mosley a sugar before he got started. So you call him a sugar young. You don't call them a Sugar Wade. Y'all messing it up now. When you take a chance on him being called sugar. You don't know for sure that he became a Hall of Famer, then you say sugar. You don't do that. That's never how it goes. It's you see the potential of this kid. You know, you're looking at him and you're like, that's a sugar. You know it when you see it. Hit the Tyson Bell, right? Okay. All right, so let's get started. There's 1,000 people in here. All right, so I'll tell you, that's a sugar. So I did a short. Actually, my shorts guy did a short. Let me give you guys the whole story. There was a short made of, I think it was the Facts Friday statement that I made, where I said, hey, I think Gervonta's coming to the zone. I just think it'd be a natural fit since PBC's been at the zone the last, I don't know how many events. And I'm like, Errol Spencer's now coming to the zone. So I'm like, I think Gervonta could be coming to the zone. I think it's natural. And if that happens, you can have a ShowBizz and take Black 2 Sugars. Hit the Tyson Bell. All right. That's what I said. Okay. And the thing is, all the smoke is on the all the smoke is on the zone. All the smoke. Shakur, DAZN, whoever, they're over there. I mean, who else? Unless he goes to Zuffa, you know, fight Ryo or something, and he signed to Zuffa. That's different. But everything is so. I'm just. I mean, it's honestly Zuffa or the zone. You know, I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? You only interview people on the zone. No, I don't. Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. No. But the Black 2 Sugars, the War Room created that show. You get what I'm saying? And we have all these Black 2 Sugars, and it'd be like, yo, that'd be crazy dope with Tank. Right? So no, I don't just interview. Hey, you're right. I never heard no one say Sugar ducked Bell till like a day before the fight. That's why I never heard of that before. I know that people just bandwagon and jump and do whatever. Okay. So somebody say I think he's my dad. Let me see. So that was my point. And if he goes to the zone, we can have a Black 2 Sugars, not an interview, but we could probably have a Black 2 Sugars. All right. So Gervonta responded, not G Money. G Money is that's different. G Money's different. Gervonta responded on Instagram. All right, they're the same person, but I'm making a joke. I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. But I gotta say, I'm making a joke. It ruins jokes when you say I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, the manager said it. Need it. So this was the response. All right, let me give you guys the receipts. Receipts, motherfucker. Here's what Tank said. He commented right there and he said, "No, the F, I'm not." So Tank responded. Well, I'm like, yo, he can come over to the zone. And if he come over to the zone, we can do a Black 2 Sugar. That'd be it. So Tank. So Tank said, "No, the F, I'm not." All right. Now, here's my thing. I thought it was dope. I still think it's dope. Gervonta responding to the war room, and just either way, if it's a yes or a no, it was a hell no. Right? So I think it's dope that I don't know. I'm from a different era. If a man say no, it's like, good, cool. Like, hey, man, are we gonna go to the club and then there's some girls that we're gonna pick up? No, I ain't going. Bet you don't feel no way like, oh, he dissed me. you feel like, oh, okay, you ain't going. Hell no. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? It's not really right. So you just keep going with it. But not only was it and the funniest thing is, soon as he put that comment out, everybody goes crazy. Which is dope. It's like, I'm pretty sure a video is going to be getting made of it and everything, like they did with Bud Crawford. It's dope that people respond to, number one, anything from Tank. If he says anything, hey, here. This is how Tank Davis fans respond when Tank says any damn thing.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
No, Tank, all Tank said was, "No, the F, I'm not." Oh, shit. Woo! That brother literally, he just answered, "No, the F, I'm not." and take fanboys on.
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
So, but here's my thing. Here's my take. All right. Pow. Here's my take. My take is this. I just want everybody together, man. Hey, Shorts guy, give me the sweet music, the soft, sweet music. I just want everyone together. The PBC been down with the war room. How long? Forever. I mean, forever. DAZN reached out and said, let's collab when nobody wanted to take a chance on a war room because you can't control the war room. But DAZN don't want to control the war room. They see the vision and they like, let's work together to build boxing. And now PBC and DAZN collabing and working together. My heart melts. I want all of my friends together. I want everybody together. MVP reached out to the war room and said, you want to work the Mike Tyson, Jake Paul fight? Like one of the biggest fights of all time. They reached out. I want us all. Of course, I want us all together. And when it comes to Gervonta Tank Davis, I want Tank Davis getting all the smoke because I think the brother's so damn talented with power, and I just want him on an ass whipping spree. All right. But also, I've never talked to Tank. And there's something about Tank that I could be wrong. Everybody, Tank fans, let me know if I'm wrong. But there's something about Tank that I see that I think most people don't see him as. Let me family reunion. Let me tell you what I think Tank is. Screaming like you ain't got no damn sense. Hey, I see Tank as a guy who prefers to be kind. He's lighthearted, prefers to have fun and be goofy. But every time he shows that, he has to defend himself. He's under attack. So what Tank decides to do, and I think it's been that his whole life, he got a chip on his shoulder. So I'm just going to, you never heard him tweet or X or comment anything cool. It's always some foul shit because he's going to shoot at you before you shoot at him. But when I think of Tank as what I think he is at his core, when he's dancing and doing the dance and, you know what I'm saying? Hit the Tyson Bell. Right, that dude just dancing. Did you see when he was dancing with Shorty, the white girl at the party, and kissed her on the hair? He was just like, cause he really just want to have fun. If y'all could just leave him alone. And I think that's the person I would have a conversation with in the Black Two Sugars. You can't name a fighter who had a Black Two Sugars with me and came out of it feeling worse. They usually feel better after and even if you come in and be like, man, I don't know what Bill's going to say. When you're done, you're kind of like, damn, I feel empowered. I feel that people going to feel positive about the interview, that people have learned more, got grown in understanding, and I probably have more fans now. So there is a Tank that I think is really in his core that he has to, because most of my brothers are like that. Keep that. If y'all don't know, let me let y'all in on a little bit about Black culture. What we have to be, where we're from, is not what we prefer to be. That's the Black Two Sugars. What we have to be to survive our circumstances and what we have built. Clarissa Shields, Alicia Bumgardner, Gervonta Tank Davis, Shakur Stevens, where we're Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson prefers to be okay, but there's always somebody poking. Pause. So most of those, my brothers who are dead or in jail, they prefer to do what I was confidently doing. Reading comic books, watching cartoons, having a good time, expressing myself, taco hat on the head. Right? You prefer to be cuddly with your girl, rub noses, but you can't afford it. You can't afford it. So with the Black Two Sugars, that's what I would want, who I would want to hold a conversation with. Because Gervonta said himself, man, I may need some therapy or something. I just want to be a great father to my kids, That's who I would want to have a conversation with. That's why I still want it to happen. Even if he said no to, I still want it to, because I don't think Tank is understood. And I think Tank has given up on being understood. I think he's, matter of fact, we're about to manifest it. Tank, I'm sorry. There's nothing you can do. You can say no to F, I'm not in front of the people in the comments, but you can't say no to manifestation. I'm about to snap my fingers and manifest this shit. It's the Tyson Bell. All right. But that's my take on Tank. Oh, let me see. He is goofy. I see him roll in the ring. You see him roll in the ring. I think it was Frank. And then he's hilarious. Right? Let me see. Boxing promotional company, Abraham Accords. Okay. Let's have it. What is that? Let me see. I forgot. I'm talking to Brian Kinney, a guy who's never laced up gloves. Yes. Who don't know nothing about boxing. That was Floyd kept going to his show too, because it was such a viral, crazy moment. Let me see. You caping for a Tank interview? Yeah. Also, I'll be caping for Tank too, because I like I said, I think he's misunderstood. And you guys know I don't cover what happens to Tank outside the ring and stuff like that. I think he's misunderstood. Another person I would like to talk to is Jamal Charlo. I think he's grossly misunderstood. I think he's a good guy. I think he's grossly misunderstood. Hit Tyson Bell. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Unless y'all got something to say. Y'all got something to say? No, I keep shitting on them, Biz. I've never shitted on Tank ever. I know. Hold on. I know Tanky Wankies get hurt. If I ask Tank, hey man, you're special. You can do this. Take away, but you talking bad because you believe he got crazy potential. You know, Tanky Wankies are different, but I never. I do too. Jamal definitely misunderstood. I think he's misunderstood. I think Errol Spence was trying to be something he wasn't either. He got a mom and a dad and very good marriage. Like, I think honestly, not to joke. If y'all missed the joke, it was a joke, but nothing against Errol. I think Errol Spence was doing stuff that's not him either. Not the father he is, not the husband he is, not who he is in intimate moments with. And I think now he has confidence in being who he is, who he naturally is. All right. Okay. What about Jamel? Jamel is what he is. Jamel, I wouldn't have Jamel is just, that's what you see is what you get on Mel. That's where Mel is. And I've never had a problem with him. I've never had a problem with him. That's where Mel is at, bro. I never had a problem with him. he have his head to the side. He just like, hey, he turns up. That's where he's at. Okay, let's move forward. Let's move forward. Broner is a nice guy. He's a nice guy. So, in moving forward, Mike Coppinger had this to say about Gervonta not fighting until 2027. Check out the receipts from this.
Basically, what Bill said is he spoke to Al Heyman, and in their discussions, Al said, look, Gervonta Davis is not going to be ready until Q1 of 2027 for any fight. Gervonta Davis is not going to be ready until Q1 of 2027 for any fight. So Gervonta Davis is not going to fight in 2026. It sounds like Bill's still very highly interested in that fight for next year. In the meantime, he said Devin has to fight, obviously. Hasn't had a fight yet in 2026.
Hey, everybody hit the like. There's 1,300 of you in here. There's a lot of people in here. Yeah. First quarter 2027. Wait a minute. Now, just hold fast. Number one, kind of realistic. Because there's a lot going on with Tank that I don't know nothing about. Right, that's outside the ring. I haven't been covering all of that, but I know there's a lot going on. You have to be under a rock to not realize there's a lot going on with Tank. So I can understand that, which is why I think Devin Haney blocked Tank, because Devin Haney, I don't have the receipts on that, but he blocked Tank. And I think he blocked Tank or G Money. I think he blocked him because it's kind of like, there's nothing else to say. We ain't fighting until, according to your manager. But check this out. Here's what Tank had to say. So Bill said, Al Heyman is the biggest in the game. I would never lie on him. I appreciate what he's done for the sport and the culture. So G Money said, when it comes to my career, Al listens to me. He's still the man, but with my career, it's my decision what I want to do. And then Bill Haney said, well, 55-45 to you, 15 million guaranteed when you're ready, ? Since Al and Ramon gave me the wrong information. If that's the wrong information, then I'll just work with you and you'll tell them what you would take, right? Here, I don't know what's true, but this is what I feel. Here come the feelings.
I'm moist. Call and response, I said I'm moist. Good God, I'm moist.
Here's how I feel. Kind of like when Tank said, no to F, I'm not, to me. What I feel is Tank could do some shit, right? He'll do it. But he ain't going to have anyone tell him what to do. No one, he ain't going to do shit because you told him to do it. Hey, man, I think Gervonta coming over to the zone and then and Tank is like, no, that's I'm not. I think he has one of those because I got that. I can do something, but as soon as you tell me to do it, I'm not as interested anymore. Because now you told me nobody gonna tell me shit. Right? That's why I want to work for myself and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? You gotta work on that, bringing that wall down. And I think when Al was like, yeah, he ain't fighting till 2027, Tank is letting it be known that could be true. Only because I make sure it happens that way. If I want to fight in 2026, damn it, I'm gonna do it. That's how I feel. Tank happened. I just think that's how Tank thinks. Let me see. Since Tank not fighting, what about G Money and Twitter? Why you bullshit? 2027. What year was when did he fight Lamont Roach? When did he fight Lamont Roach? My brain just froze. My bad, y'all. My brain froze like a mug. What year did he fight Lamont Roach? March 25th. Wait, March of 2025. So that'd be 2 years out. See, man, bruh, that's that Muhammad Ali, Tyson Fury, Errol Spence shit. In his prime years, his strongest years. He has to be frustrated. If he's not fighting until 2027, bruh, and you ain't gonna fight on DAZN when you get back, bruh, bro, man, and even if you're a tanky wank, especially if you're a tanky wanky, you'll miss him, right? You'll miss seeing him in the ring, unless you're like, I don't want to see him in the ring. I just like seeing him. That's different. But if you're somebody who likes seeing Tank in the ring, you gotta be frustrated your damn self. Right? The best thing to do is to kind of forget about it and then just be like, yo, who's fighting, man? Inoue, bam, when is that? Right? AJ, when the hell is that? Hit the Tyson bell. You get what I'm saying? Until he comes back. Okay. Nobody's going to be available for him. I fear that because Lomachenko talking about coming back. He may leave again. He may get his ass whipped by O'Shaquie Foster, bro. O'Shaquie Foster is now he wants Lomachenko. He mess around. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, yo, I'm 2 fingers. I can't do this no more. Shakur mess around, get even bigger. Right. And then he's out. Man, it could be rough. Street beef. Abdullah Mason. Street beef's a thing, though. Get that man violence. I hear you. Here. So let's he said G Money fight ShowBizz. So let's move forward. Y'all. Let's move forward to some other stuff. We're gonna talk about Errol Spence. We talked about that for like 40 minutes, and I didn't expect that. So let's move forward and let's get everything kind of wrapped up. Let's talk about Errol the True Spence, what Derek James had to say. Talk some Ryan Garcia stuff, kind of Ben. Let's talk a little stuff. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's move forward a little bit. Let's do a quick look at that. A quick break. We're gonna do a quick look at a quick look at that. These 80-year-old men races is hilarious.
Look at this. Somebody come look at this. Look at this. Somebody come and look at this.
Look at that. Look at that.
Hey, this is the funniest thing right here. Shakur already big. Everybody's too big for Tank, ain't he? Boy, y'all got Tank small as hell. Now, that's not me dissing Tank. That's me dissing you thinking Tank is small. All right, so let's check this out.
Now that's pretty good. Now that's pretty good.
Let me tell you what that means. All right. My mother told me this some years ago. My mother told me, love you, Mom. My mother told me, she said, in my head, I'm the same age. I'm what I was when I was 20. She said, now look in the mirror and be like, who is that lady? When you see that old man trip that other old man in his head, that he's still a kid, bro. I promise you don't. You're still playful. Hey, listen, right now, if you were to go to a 55-year-old man and a 55-year-old man is going to go to the golf club / spa / pool with his boy, that 55-year-old man with kids and college and everything is going to go to his boy's car and be like, hey, yo, where the hoes at? Ain't shit changed since high school. Yeah, he could have killed him. Okay, everybody. Let's move forward. Derrick James. Let me give you guys a little tore his Achilles. He could have killed him. He literally could have killed him. You're not lying. Hey, so let's talk about Errol Spence. All right, everybody hit the like. Second half of the show. Let's talk about Errol Spence. So Derrick James was on The Last Stand with Custer. And Derrick James, this is the one thing I didn't cover. And people are like, yo, who do you think's lying, Biz, Spence, or Derrick? I don't even really see it that way. But Derrick James said that Errol did get hurt in sparring, but he said he didn't know who did it, right? He felt like Celtics Shaq. Hey. He said he didn't know who did it. Check this out.
Why? So are you saying at the very beginning of camp, he injured himself in your sparring, and so that's why he didn't spar?
Well, from like the second week of sparring, first of all, he had two guys that were switch hitters. So supposedly one of them injured him. You know, I didn't see when it happened. So I didn't, and he didn't acknowledge that he was injured. But I don't know if the sparring partners knew, because we didn't want them to know. So people talk or whatever. Mm-hmm. And then it's like, we just I said, listen, you need to go get that looked at, checked out or whatever. And I guess, he did or he didn't. I don't know, because I didn't go with him. But, and we just kept working.
Hey, War Room. Y'all know we know. Who broke his rib? Who hurt Errol Spence's rib? From what y'all heard from the Biz. We all should know this by now. Who hurt his rib? If y'all saying it, it just ain't showing up on my end yet. My bad. Breland. Hey, Traverse, I'm not in the mood. Who hurt his rib? Y'all should know. I said it a few times. Quentin Randall. Nuh-uh. Quentin Randall. Q Randall. I know, because you don't know which Quentin, how to spell it. I get you. Randall. I said Randall. Right? Yellow Beezy. Hey, Sadate, can y'all, come on, man. Come on. All right. Quentin Randall. All right. Now watch what Derrick James says here.
Because what do you understand? PBC has a roster of fighters. So they have a Rolodex thicker than mine, which I don't even have one. So they will pick particular sparring partners, and I'll okay them, but I'm not getting them. I'm not looking for them. I'm not doing any of that. But Quinn, like the kid that sparred with him initially,
Boom.
But Quinn, he called me. He called us at the gym, like, and set it up between his buddy. And so, Jordan, he driving back and forth to the gym and do whatever. I don't know, but yeah, it's yeah.
Hey. Hey. I'm only saying these things, right? I'm only saying these things. I'm only saying these things. And people are asking, hey, Biz, why are you covering this so much? I love when the truth comes out. I do. I love when it comes out. But number two, I just want to let y'all know that if I'm saying breaking news, A, B, and C happened, or breaking news, this is what's going on. If I'm giving y'all detailed information on something, it's because I got it confirmed and I know it to be the case. Now, if I'm giving my opinion on something, I think this person's going to win the fight because of this, I think that's going to happen. That's different. But when I say, hey, he hurt his rib, he got painkillers, Quentin Randall was this, if I'm breaking it down like that, that means I know. Let me do this too. Let me let y'all in on this too. I also know a lot more than I put on too. But I don't repeat everything that I'm told, because a lot of times, there's a lot of people that I've gotten close with in boxing. And sometimes they'll be like, yo, Biz, man, listen, this happened. They talk to me as their boy, their brother, not as an analyst or a content creator. Or so I don't repeat. But there are certain times where it's like, hey, Biz, you got to know this. And I'm just like, and I would confirm, War Room needs to know, War Room needs to know. Then that's when y'all hear me say something. But I even know more. But, those things I haven't been confirmed to say. But when I tell y'all shit, please believe it, bro. Please believe it. All right. Now, and going forward, there are people who are asking me, what do I think the truth is? Because Errol Spence was implying that it was Derrick James' decision not to spar. Derrick James said directly, it's Errol Spence Sr. Here, let me give you guys a receipt.
So, like, let's say if the ribs got better, who made the decision and said no sparring?
Well, his father did. His father said he's not sparring, they're going to save it to the fight. His father is the one who said no sparring. And he was complaining about the way the other guys were sparring. So, so that's who it was.
And he came to you and said that?
Yeah, he said he didn't like the way, he said, no, he's not sparring. And I said, well, we can spar a little bit, but spar with one of your buddies who won't shoot body shots if you have injury. And he's like, no, I'm not doing that. No, I'm not sparring. No. So he wouldn't even do it then. So it's like, hey, it is what it is.
I don't know. And sadly to say, I don't give a shit. I don't care. It happened years ago. One remember it one way, the other one remembers it the other way. I really don't care. I understand Derrick James saying, you making me look bad out here, right? I'm going to clear this up, especially when Brian Custer asked. But at the end of the day, the only point that I care about is, was he prepared for Terrence Crawford, or was he 100% with Terrence Crawford, or was he not prepared, and how unprepared was he? That's my thing. Who made decisions to what to get? That's really, who gives a shit? That bull job and point the fingers and who's really, I don't give a shit. All right, because as of right now, it's 3 years ago. He's with Ronnie Shields. He about to fight Tim Tszyu in Australia. I don't even know if he comes out of that. All right, but who decision makes, I don't care. All I know, and that's why when you guys were hitting me with DMs, it's his father, Biz. It ain't DJ, or DJ's lying, Biz. Who cares? All right, okay. Let's go for it. All right. So I thought this was very funny. Okay. I really did. I thought this was very funny. Somebody said David Benavidez is on booger sugar. David Benavidez is, wait a minute. You saw Benavidez still on some sugar booger. Benavidez sniffing coke. Oh, okay. Listen, let me say this real quick. All right. David Benavidez, that's my brother. That's my guy. I mean, we like this. All right. And I know that his wedding has been called off. All right. After that, I don't know. Right. It's not my business. Because I was going to the wedding, getting the tux and everything, right? Me and Ms. Biz, we were both invited to his wedding. And that was a beautiful thing. I was excited about that. All right. It was in a couple weeks and we were all excited about that. And it was called off. Now, hands off. It's not your business to start talking that shit in comments and saying what happened and saying what you think happened. You have nothing to do with a damn relation. We got to mind our own damn business about a lot of stuff, unless we're buying and purchasing a service and they give it to us. That boxing match sucked. Shoot. I didn't like that performance, right? That's different. But as far as what's going on with Dave Benavidez's wife and shit, you get your ass whipped on that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Talking about what's going on with somebody's personal life and talking shit recklessly and all that, is out of control now because so many people love to do it. And there are men who love to do it, right? But for me personally, I don't know what she was referring to, and I ain't going to guess. And honestly, it's none of my damn business. If Dave Benavidez want to share something with me and talk to me about, we'll talk, and it's none of y'all business. But put the fight on. When's his next fight? Is it Bivol? Is he going to be mentally there? Is he going to be able to train? How is he going to look at training camp? That's when I come in. All right, hit the Tyson bell. Okay. Oh, and the way USA lost was, God, I don't blame me for that. I know I put money on USA in the World Cup. You can't blame me for that. If I got that much damn power, then shit, I want to know how to use it. Hit Tyson bell. All right. Okay, let's go. Let's move forward. Okay, so I got some comments with Devin Haney, Tiger Johnson. I thought it was funny. If you're too moist to think it's funny, I apologize. All right. So let's do the comments real quick. Let's do the comments.
Hey yo! Comments!
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory.
Fix me some of that Dick Gregory. So here's the comments. So Tiger Johnson responds to Haney saying Tiger put a restraining order on Haney. He say Haney is a troll, contradicts himself, and likes to call people out and then renege. So then that's like a race. I always thought that was a race-based word. I don't know what. But anyway, Devin responded and said, if y'all think I'm lying, look it up. All right. That's decent. But here's the funny part. Devin said, I'm not going to say anything about Guy because he got a restraining order against me and my pops. Still fighting the case. And Ryan Garcia says, now you know how it feels. Hey, it's true. That is crazy. I remember when Ryan Garcia, when they were asking him questions about Debo, and he's like, I cannot say much. I can't say, Devin can say whatever. And I remember Ryan being like, I really can't, because they got a restraining, they got the law on me. I don't really know what, I can't say much. And the fact that it went full circle and happened to Devin when Devin ain't do shit. Don't sue. Devin ain't do shit. I swear to you, y'all saw it when Tiger Johnson got jumped. I was there. Oh, and shout out to the War Room. Do you know how many people from the War Room was coming down from the stands and everything? They were all coming down. And then when I came around, they were like, yo, Biz, oh shit, I thought that was you. You had people from the War Room, not everybody, but you had people from the War Room running down because they thought the Haneys were jumping me. So the War Room, y'all are some real ones. And they were like, okay, all right, never mind. Who is that, ShowBizz? I'm like, that was crazy. But either way, and that was, me and Bill were just hugging and laughing and stuff right before that whole thing happened. So it had nothing to do. But no. Actually, I was talking to Rolly, and Rolly was like, yo, something's weird. I did. But back to that. When that happened, Devin Haney was having an interview and shit. Devin was nowhere to be found. Devin ain't throw a punch. He ain't argue. He ain't. Why he got a restraining order? We don't play with ShowBizz. Yeah, that's crazy. I still don't know why Tiger Johnson. I don't get it. Cerebral. Let me see. A member for 24 months. Boy. If Benavidez got to do some book, oh man, for once do it, dog. You. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's move forward. We're close to ending the show. You know, it's an hour show. Let's talk about this.
I promise, when I fight Conor Ben, I'm going to redeem Mexico against England to the point England will never wake up.
When are they going to announce the fight? Everybody knows that the fight is going to happen, but the fight itself, it's weird. It's like September 12th. Where's the announcement? Conor is doing the same thing. Conor is like, when I stop you, September 12th. And Ryan is like, yeah. And listen, I reported it to y'all because I was told I could way before it. You know, hey, let's just let y'all know, fighting Conor. And I'm just like, what? Ryan's fighting Conor. Yeah, Ryan fighting Conor. Like, what? Hit the Tyson bell. So when is it? Because Oscar is over here like, I haven't heard shit. Promotion is very weak. Well, it hasn't been announced yet. So is it happening? It seems like it's happening, but I don't think it's in stone. Oh, let me see. Oscar will let us know. Yeah, Oscar let us know. Oscar. Hey, my girl, Philo, what she say? And he said it on national TV, and they ain't dropped nothing about it. Yeah, that's right. He was on the Late Show. Said who he was fighting next. So I don't know. Okay, moving forward, we're going to end with this. All right. Unless you guys have any questions at the end, I can answer some questions. But we're going to end with this. His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh and what he had to say about the location of Tyson Fury versus AJ. Check this out.
We have also Joshua and Tyson Fury this year. Yes. We don't choose the place until now. I tell you from the beginning, it's depend about if England give us all what we need. We want the fights here in England, but we want the time zone and the time zone of all the world, especially in America also. If they allowed us to have Wembley late in the night, we want to do it in England. Okay, now it is about the time and the viewership.
Correct.
Yes, and the subscribe. We will talk with the mayors and Prince Abdullah.
I'm sure our friends in the UK will try to help.
Yeah, try to help, and maybe the taxi of London will push.
So that's the thing. They want the time right. So they want it at a prime time. They say he wants the time right, especially for America. Wow. It seems like America is still the biggest market when it comes to boxing, right? He said especially America. So it's getting the times right. They will fight in the UK if they all agree on the time, because they want as many people viewing this and capable of viewing this as possible, because it's just one of those fights. So I get it. Claymore said something that I didn't totally agree with. He said Turkey got Ryan for 2 fights. First one was Rolly. I thought the first one was Barrios. So he had a 2-fight deal. The first one was Barrios, from my understanding. I think the one with Rolly kind of fell through because he lost, and then DAZN won and whatever. So I think they have a new contract. It was a 2-fight deal, and which is why Mike Hoppinger is saying what he's saying, like, he ain't up to Oscar. Because Oscar even kind of said it. He said, man, they ain't called me. But Oscar said, I guess they chose Conor Ben. Remember? When he was like, you know, they got a 2-fight deal, I guess they chose Conor Ben. That's what I'm saying. I think the fight goes on. I said that on the Facts Friday, and I think people got upset. But I'm like, I think the fight can go on. I mean, you will want to call Oscar if you want to be, you know, but I don't think they have to. I think the fight goes on. Oh, shit. You're right. It was Barrios. Yes, Lord. Love you, boy. Hit Tyson bell. Okay. That's pretty much the show. Hey, listen. Do you guys got any questions? Any questions, especially with the Gervonta take thing? There were a few people who were really, Tank Davis fans, who really saw it as a diss, or saw it as, I'm just not that sensitive. You know, I just saw it as an answer. No, the F I'm not. I saw that's an answer, and I saw that's an answer for now, right? Because when he does come back, we want him in a big fight. You get what I'm saying? You want him in a Shakur or some shit. Lamont, you want him in a big fight. Damn, I'm missing everything. Yeah, be unique. Love you, girl. Hit Tyson Bell. But yeah, you want him in a big fight. You know, I didn't see it how everybody saw it, and I didn't take it how everybody wanted me to take it. Pause. For me, all in all, it's like he is a great talent. Boxing is better when he's active. Most of the action is with DAZN. PBC has been working with DAZN. I think that's a natural place he's going to probably fight at. Maybe Amazon Prime and DAZN do one of those things because DAZN and Prime has a deal. Either way, I'm thinking DAZN would be an option as a network for that, whichever fight he has next. And then I'm over here like, because I would really want to hold a conversation with Gervonta Tank Davis. All right. So I'm over here on my snap fingers. But Gervonta said, nah. It's just like, all right, dude. Let me see. ShowBizz, did you get to see my cousin Dedrick? The young hitter on Keyshawn Davis' last fight card? He's 7. I don't remember. I saw the whole card. I don't remember. All right, let me see what anyone else has to say. From the depths of hell, finally saw Obsession movie. Brother, you want to talk about anxiety. One day we're going to have to talk about this. And everybody should have seen this already. One day we have to talk about Obsession, bro. You want to talk about anxiety. That was one of the most anxiety. And like I said, it made me look at my girl like, yo, right? I think everybody did. We looked at their girl for a minute. But the thing is, you know who the villain was. And I don't want to give that away for anybody who ain't seen it. You know who the villain was. And you know who the victim was. All right? That's the dopest twist. ShowBizz adult. I'm out. Oh, the ending. Oh, my God, dog. My God. Oh, wait. Before I go, I want to say this too. All the boxing movies and stuff like that. That Muhammad Ali trailer that Michael B. Jordan is the director for and all that stuff. I must say that is it's called Cassius Clay or something like that. So it looks like it's his life up until Sonny Liston. That is the first time I actually seen Muhammad Ali portrayed correctly as far as his boxing style and how he moved. Like the feet and the shuffle and all that. And just the way he boxed, the way he was moving in that trailer. I'm like, and I think, listen, it happened too with Little Michael in that Michael movie. He had the shoulders high and he paid attention to little shit that Mike used to do. Like, you know, how he danced and how he knocked it. So you can't just be a young kid who can sing and play Mike. So I like now they're starting to, don't just grab like a Will Smith or a big star. Will Smith did good, by the way, but just a big star and then make them Muhammad Ali, right? Why don't you get somebody who can do Muhammad Ali just like, and then you coach him up. You know what I mean? So that's fan. Also, I think there's another one called The Final something with 50 Cent. It's another boxing show. So I love that boxing now is back in the movies, back on a big screen with Creed 4 coming out. Delta Phi, I forget what it's called, but Creed's camp, his training camp, got a show coming out. So I love that the boxing cars, Top Chrome, Undisputed 2 is being worked on. I love that all the bells and whistles that make boxing a big sport or any sport feeds into the sport. Those things are happening with boxing. I just want to say that. All right. Fightland. That's right. I'm out. Oh, my goodness.